Hi everyone, my name is Matthew Moser. I'm a software engineer over here at Itemis, and today I'm going to be showing you how you can work collaboratively within the Secure tool, as well as how you can bring different facets of different Tara projects together into a single file. That way you'll be able to show connections and endpoints between different systems while not having to recreate all the information that you did for a previous Tara. Let's hop on into the tool here. So what we can see here, and I'll close some of these to make it a little more easy to understand. This is simply a demonstration Tara where our system diagram is comprised of just three components and a single set of data. Our goal here is to link this other Tara into our previous repository, and we want to be able to have linkage between the HUD and the system and subsystem components that are present here. So we can think of these as two smaller Taras that will build into a larger system, and the way that we're going to do that is just through importing different solutions. So when we're in the Tara that we want to add the additional information to, we're going to go up, head to the top here, right click this, and select Project Modules. With this, we're going to see what modules are currently in consideration for our project. We could see it's ISO 21434, as well as our demonstration Tara solution that's present right there. We're going to go ahead and click this plus button, and this will take you to your directory for your local machine. You'll have to find where exactly you left that copy on your own local machine. In this instance, I could find it here, import Tara, and the import Tara MSD file is right there. That's our solution that we're looking for. If you're ever confused about where your current project directory is, you can look at the top here and it'll give you the direct directory, funny way to say that, of where your project currently is. So that's a really easy way to find it. We'll go ahead and select OK. We can see that it's been added to the list, and now we can also select OK here. Now we can see that the import Tara solution has been added. And let's go ahead and just make sure that it's come in correctly. We can go over to the system diagram, and there's the interface panel and the HUD with the data flow as it was present in our previous, in our separate solution, which we can see by going over here. I'll go ahead and close that one again. And keep in mind, this is all within the demonstration Tara now. So now that we have this established, how do we actually link these two solutions to each other so that we can demonstrate a connection between some of the items within the demonstration Tara to the import Tara? Well, we could do that through the use of libraries. By going over to the solution itself, right-clicking, and then selecting Add Library, we'll be given a automatically generated list of potential libraries that we could implement into our system. These are only going to be solutions, and it's only going to include solutions that are not already present within the Tara. Looking at the libraries as it currently stands, we have our catalog and method configuration from our ISO 21434, but if we got rid of those, then we would be able to potentially add those back. But since we just want the import Tara, and that's what's currently the only thing not present within this particular model from our project, we could go ahead and select OK. And now that's added to our system. Now, one thing that you will notice is that when you go over to your item definition and you go over to your different components here, we can see that they haven't actually added that information yet. And that's something that we can use to reuse information later down the line. But this is primarily focusing on creating a bridge between these two systems. So what we can do here is use the channel section. We're going to go ahead and add a channel. And from here, we can target different endpoints. And as you can see already, we have different components from different parts of our from different Taras within selection of this system. So we have our interface, our panel, our HUD, and we could say that we want our component one, the system that we had set up, to talk to the HUD that we have set up. We could then add any sort of technology tags that we want to, and that's within the catalog, but we can also add a data flow here. So let's go ahead and add one. The direction, we're going to say it's going from system to the HUD. Transfer data is going to be, and we're using the demonstration Tara because it's going from our demonstration Tara to the import Tara, and it's that set of data. So now we've established that sort of channel, and that's something that's very important. Now that we have started actually linking things, you will notice that we're getting a lot of red marks within our item definition as can be found here. And all that this is it's just telling you that the information that you're presenting here is not unique. When you have these different nodes within the program, it needs it to be unique. But this is something that's very easy to fix. So what we can do is at the top here, and just anywhere where there's red, we can see that, okay, well, I want this to be very clearly for the demonstration Tara. We could go ahead and just change the name of this. So demonstration functions, and we could see that no longer is red. For components, we could do the same. Demonstration components, and that's no longer red as well. Now, one thing that we will need to do as well is that we could see that there are still some here, and as you can see, the same name and same type is not allowed. So what we could do here is just by changing a single character within that string present, we could go ahead and change what's present there. And it could be something as simple as adding a 1 to what's present here. That way we could say that, okay, this is 1, this is going to be default, which is just going to be blank, and then we can have that present throughout. We would just go through all the parts of our item definition that require this, which is just going to be your channels, names, basically anything that's in gray here. If I can spell. And now we've alleviated any of the red concern. Oop, there was actually the one set of data that I didn't change. That's important. D1 data, yep. And now we have everything present throughout. Now you will notice that in the system diagram, we don't actually have all the things showing within here. That's because we're not reusing the components. We're just linking the two ideas together so that within our channels here, we can clearly demonstrate that our system, which you can already see is CMP1, which is found within our demonstration for components, it's right here, that's being linked over to the HUD, which is only found within the system chunk for our import Tara. This is a really helpful thing to do, and it's really good when you're trying to link systems together. But if you're looking to reuse different parts of an item definition across different projects, what you'll end up doing is you'll still want to import them into the project itself. But let's say that now we want to interact with the component one interface here, and we actually want to take everything that's present here and bring that over to our item definition, because what's done here is good work. We want to be able to reuse it. All that we'll do is hold Control, copy, so Control C, go over to our demonstration components, and keep in mind in the hierarchy where this is just below system, so we'll keep it the same here. Go ahead and hit paste. And we can see that that has now been added. Now, of course, it is a direct copy and paste, so it's going to have the same flag of same name, same type, not allowed. But we can go ahead and pretty easily change that. I'll just add a 2 to what's present here. And keep in mind, when you're working on these projects, you will want to have a consistent naming methodology for how you are making these distinct from each other and how you're providing that different set. Now, when we go over to our system diagram, we'll go ahead and auto layout. We can see that those items are now actually present within our item definition for the demonstration Tara. Now, we didn't include any of the links because that's something that's held within the channel section of the import Tara, and we didn't copy that over. But that's how you would do the same thing, and that's how you could bring everything all together if you wanted to just take all of your information from different Taras and push them into a single one. And of course, as you're working throughout this type of Tara process, you're going to find ways to maybe make it a little bit more efficient for your particular workflow, but this is typically how you would bring multiple different types of Taras together and then be able to use that information across the board. Knowing how to add those libraries is also going to be particularly important if you decide to, as a company, change your catalog and method configuration and you want to reuse that across multiple different Taras. You would just start a project without any sort of standard, create your solution, and then add your library for your catalog and method configuration to that project. I'll have another video going over that project in a little bit more detail, just so it'll be a little bit more clear, but that's typically how the process goes. That's everything for today. Be sure to subscribe so that you can see new videos when they come up for helpful tips and tricks on how to use the tool. It's a very, very powerful tool, and the more time that you spend getting to learn it, the faster you'll be able to do your work and the more quality work that you'll be able to produce. Thank you and have a nice day.